I'm doing a series of videos. This is the first one, but I want to tell you why I'm doing them. It's all designed to help tenants out there understand that there are things that they can do to improve their situation against an existing landlord, maybe tip the scales a little bit more in their favor, and really help them throughout the whole process of either a lease negotiation or, whether it be renewing a lease or moving to a new building. So with that said, let's talk about the first one, and that is understanding your value as a tenant to a landlord. Now, most people understand, look, if a landlord loses me, there's going to be lost rent. We all get that, it's very common, but let's just put those into some real numbers. So if a landlord loses you, replacing you is going to cost, time-wise, probably 6 months. And if you're paying $30 per square foot per year, that's $15 of lost revenue for that landlord for that 6-month period. Now the second is no one's paying for the operating expenses for the building. So when you were there, you were paying for the operating expenses, but now you're not. So even though the landlord's going to pay a little bit less in operating expenses because there's not as much janitorial, there's not as much utilities, things like that, they're still paying probably about $10 a square foot for operating expenses. So once again, for that 6 months, they're losing $5 a square foot. So you add 15 to the 5, you're already at $20 a square foot. But that's not the really big thing. The big thing is most people don't understand to renew a tenant costs maybe about $10 a square foot, paint, carpet, maybe moving a wall or an outlet or something like that. But to get a new tenant for that existing space can cost $35 a square foot, sometimes more, that the landlord's going to have to contribute to the deal in order to get the new tenant in there. So the difference between renewing 10 and the new tenant at 35, you're talking about $25 a square foot. So if you add that to the previous $20 a square foot, you're at $45 a square foot to the landlord to replace you as a tenant. Well, $45, if you're a 5,000 square foot tenant, that's $225,000. If you're a 10,000 square foot tenant, that's $450,000. That's a big number. So understanding the value that you have if a landlord loses you as a tenant is very important. And that's something that, one of the things that we're going to talk about in a future video is leverage and how to create it. And that's kind of one of the components that you need to understand, that you do have leverage against the landlord. If you like the video, please click like below. Feel free to comment. If you have someone that might find some value from the video, please share it with them. And then if you want to make a private comment, feel free to email me at the email below. So thanks for watching and have a great day.